How many of you have ever doubted your faith? This faith, is this feeling that I have, is it really just a blind faith that I'm forging ahead in life, believing, but really have no evidence, no way to possibly believe this? I think we've all been there, and we certainly do second guess a lot of our feelings. I'm sure you've all heard the analogy that if God came down right now and made himself present to you, it wouldn't be a matter of faith anymore to believe in him because you'd see him, you'd know him to be true. And it makes logical sense to think about that. Today, I want to talk about the evidence that we do have, because I think if we look around, look at the beautiful way that a tree is put together. If that isn't evidence of the absolute presence of God, then I don't know what is. Certainly, a blade of grass is so small and infinitesimal in our daily lives, but it's a perfectly created thing, and it boggles the mind to think that God is not involved in that. I wanted to look again, if we could pull up our scripture lesson. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and the perfect will of God. This goes to the second part of wanting to share with you today, that our faith is not a blind faith. We, particularly in New Thought, we know the power of our positive thinking. Certainly some things haven't resolved to our benefit. That, I believe, is simply God knew better than us what we needed. Most times, God knows what we need a lot better than what we know for ourselves. But certainly, the thoughts that we create with our mind is an expression of the power of God. And we know that to be true. We see that every day. As truth students, I think we have a lot more insight into that than some other people, and we're very blessed with that. And hopefully we all lead lives of great examples so that other people can understand that indeed we do have evidence of the presence of God. So we're not stumbling around in blind faith. We are actually enjoying the benefits of the reality that's presented to us every single day, whether it be a blade of grass, the tree. The way the human body functions is an absolute miracle. It couldn't be a mistake or some happenstance. We have to believe and know that that is an absolute creation of God. Therefore, we do have evidence. We do have something to substantiate our faith. And the good news is that we as truth students have a lot more insight to that than a lot of other people, because we know the power of our mind. And we aren't conformed to all the things that happen in the world, but we are, in fact, through the benefit of our thoughts and the reality that we create with our thoughts and the positive and beneficial things that we receive in this life, which prove that God is there with us, that there is this God. The good news is that we, as truth students, have this, and it's always, always available to us. And we're very, very grateful for that.